All right, everyone. So we will go ahead and begin tonight. Good evening, everyone. My name is Gia Price, and I am the president of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Pi Nu Chapter. I'm a student at Northeastern, majoring in human resource development, and I'm a senior. It's a pleasure to have all of you with us tonight as we have this poetry slam in collaboration with NEIU's very own Black Caucus. This event is a part of Pi Nu Chapter's Spring 2021 Skeeweek, and today's theme is called Artbreaker. This event will showcase some creative talent and some pieces from some exclusive poets. And I hope that you all have fun with us tonight. I hope that you enjoy the entertainment. And just a disclaimer that this event is being recorded and we will be taking pictures from this event and posting on our social media. So if you would not like your face to be shown, feel free to turn your camera off at any time throughout the event. So at this time, I'll be introducing someone near and dear to my heart. She's pretty committed and pretty diligent. She's simply a jack of all trades. She's a junior at Northeastern and she's majoring in accounting. She's not only the vice president of Pi Nu Chapter, she's also the program chairman and the president of the Black Caucus. How amazing is that, you guys? She does a lot. So let's give a warm welcome to the one and only Miss Shirese Howell.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So again, my name is Shirese Howell, and I serve as the Vice President for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Pi Nu Chapter. I am glad to see everyone who is in attendance. I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of the purpose of this event. So, in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we implement our programs based on our 5 international targets. Our target 1 is HBCU for Life, a call to action. Target 2 is women's healthcare and wellness. Target 3 is building your economic legacy. Target 4, the arts. And target 5, global impact. And so during our ski week, we have showcased one of these targets for each day. And this program, or this poetry slam, serves as our target 4, the arts. And the purpose of this event is to expose individuals to arts enrichment and culture in order to showcase the artist talents. And this is through poetry today. And the purpose of the collaboration with the Black Caucus Club is because this event aligns with what Black Caucus supports, which is love, self-love, unity, and community. The artist poetry will speak to these topics as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Miss Gia Price.
Tim Fine. He the director of the
At this time, I'll be introducing a lovely woman also attending NEIU. She's a junior transfer student majoring in psychology. She's very passionate about service and she enjoys empowering and mentoring young women. She has worked in the healthcare field for over 10 years. And outside of being a student, she's also a professional makeup artist and esthetician. She is also the current treasurer of Black Caucus. So at this time, let's give a warm welcome to tonight's host, Miss Sharday Arnold.
Hi guys, how are you? Clap, clap, clap. Thank you for that awesome introduction. Are you guys ready for tonight? I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the awesome poets that we have. And I think we just want to go ahead and get started. So the first poet that I'm going to introduce goes by the name of Harold Green. Harold Green is an ever-evolving artist whose vibrant storytelling and passionate lyrical delivery captivate audiences domestically and internationally. Okay. His self-published first collection of poetry From Inglewood with Love in 2014 earned him a prestigious Carl Sandburg Literary Award. He is the architect and curator of Flowers for the Living, which I have been to almost every one. They're awesome. An annual collaboration project that layers poetry on performance by Chicago's top singers and musicians. He has been a featured artist at the Chicago Mayoral Inauguration, Illinois Holocaust Museum, has appeared on TEDx and Aspen Ideals Festival, the New York Times, Chicago Tribune, Chicago Sun-Times, the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Ebony, Black America Web, Windy City Live, a plethora of things. Harold Green is a proud son, brother, husband, father, teacher, coach, and mentor, all themes reflected in his poetry. He is a visionary leader, motivator, and an overwhelmingly undeniable human being. So I want to introduce you to Harold Green.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sade. It's been so great speaking with you over these last few weeks, getting geared up to this event. And just thank you all for having me. I'm just trying to find out who fine though. You know what I'm saying? I know we had a little.
we did hear that.
Somebody fine out
there. We did hear that. I think that was directed to you, Tim.
Oh man. I'm gonna say these poems and get out y'all way. But thank you all again for having me. I'm so honored to be here. Complacency will be the death of you. Being okay with okay. Mediocrity can get the best of us and the rest of us. Until we are all awakened, there can be no rest for you. The house still dirty, we just cleaned up the vestibule. My people was promised 40 acres, but we just settled for a mule the day the donkey was beat by the elephant in the room. Giants built pyramids and plantations too. So much beauty from the minds of the oppressed and beaten, but never broken. Never be the token. Be the jackpot. Be golden. Never be confused by cynics. Optimism is not wishing and hoping. It's knowing and going. It's seeing and showing. It's believing and being. It's knowing that greater has been promised to you and going to get it. It's seeing a brighter future in darker times and showing the blind. It's believing your dreams, a divine conversation, and being a personification of divine conversations. Optimism ain't frills.
Yes, Skylar.
It's knowing the yellow brick road is behind the lion's den, through the forest of attack dogs, over the mountain of supremacy, through the valley of death and under the monsoon of naysayers, and still lacing up your boots and saying, follow me. It's meeting the Wizard of Oz and telling him you are not my God. While questioning the tact of his alternative facts, it's standing on the shoulders of ancestors just to get a better view of heaven. Optimism is a verb, is an action, a real life application, a dream, and it's seeing your way out of the unforeseeable. It is faith's call to action. It's a Black boy from Chicago that wrote his way out without giving in, who saw the beauty of his city and his people and wouldn't shut up about it. You are looking at a lucid dreamer. I've decided to control my narrative, to be proud of my heritage while never undermining another's, but never succumbing to mediocrity. Not as long as there's still Black boys like me who've never seen an optometrist, so their optimism is a little bit blurry. Too much gunpowder packed up in the corners of their retinas, too many corners, too much survivor's guilt, so sleep cometh in the morning, or maybe never. Nightmares run rampant when your vision is as bleak as the resources that you're surrounded by. And just imagine, when this is who you are surrounded by on a daily basis, you want to be a light, but you're an isolated oasis, eventually smothered by the swamp of struggle. Your image has been inverted. This becomes no city for the introverted. Just speak now or forever lose your peace. The epidemic of the pessimistic, how contagious is it? Are you willing to be a winner or a witness? Are you willing to be a warrior or a witness? What sense is there in waiting on the right time when time has never waited on you? Life will happen with or without you. You might as well have a say in it. A dream is a beacon of light. Dreamers are light towers, and this world is made up of oceans. It's hard to navigate these waters in the dark. Some folk can swim their way through the waters. Others just waiting in the waters for you to shine your light so they can wade in the water. This is the life of Pi. Dreamers have to illuminate the night so we can believe in a new day. So be an ultra light being. This is my last speech, and hopefully, I promise this is the weirdest, like performing virtually, you really don't know if you're good or not. I'm so thankful that I was able to have like a career prior to this happening, because if this is when I just started doing poetry, I would probably stop because I just don't know if I'm okay or not. through a virtual space. So I appreciate those who do a little something, you know, behind the screen and whatnot, because it's so hard to tell what the energy is. So this
Let's
is
put
the
some
last
claps
piece
in the
before I
chat
get up
for
out of
Harold.
y'all.
Put some claps in the chat for Harold. Put some claps, some snaps in the chat.
It's just
So
hard,
we can
it's
see
just
that.
hard to know what's going on. You know? I know you're tired of the idiosyncrasies and all their terrible tendencies, but I'm here to tell you that there was idiot savants pretending to be lovers, but they really weren't. See, they had no clue of what they could have got into, so worried about trying to get in you, but I'm here to tell you that the definition of beautiful lies within you. Webster couldn't do it justice. I could survive off just this. Your beauty is inevitable, got me awestruck and motionless like a vegetable, but I'm here to question you. Are you willing to release past crimes of love? Because I'm ready to put in work, embrace your every endeavors until these hugs hurt, and for what it's worth, I'm just a modest mortal. I could care less about your bare necessities. All I need is a good look in your being, and I got the recipe for tranquility. See, I respect your abstinence. Ever since you mentioned it, thoughts of lust has been absent since, but you would have thought my abs was tense the way I sit up and think of new ways to love you. See, I respect your abstinence. Ever since you mentioned it, thoughts of lust has been absent since, but you would have thought my abs was tense the way I sit up and think of new ways to love you. And it's so troubling because I realize that I'm not your average everyday poet. I want to see more beautiful relationships. And I know that others may not, but that's what I want to do. And the one thing that I do hold true is that this is where we can mark the calendar. The night you pecked my poetry, the day I hugged your heart. If you want to have a baptism, I could give you a fresh start. Men and feelings are two words that don't even go together. I guess you can call me a walking oxymoron, but I want my substance to get you high like heroin. See, I'm not sexy, no Moses Bowles when I'm flexing, no Rich, no Lotto, no Jacob, but I'll be there when you wake up. I make you feel beautiful. You ain't got to buy no makeup. And I'm not perfect, and neither are you. We both got some work to do, but I'd rather be from Oklahoma so I could be sooner than later and finding love. And this is the perfect opportunity. So say the last dance for me. I want to do this suitably. Get real tight like Small Suit was to be. It's just you and me. And like I told you, I'm not your average everyday poet. I want to see more beautiful relationships. So let's put more love on it. Thank you all so much for having me tonight. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the program and see you next time around.
Thank you, thank you. Let's put some claps in the chat for Harold. Thank you. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One thing I love about his poetry is it really makes you stop and think and pay attention. It makes you think and play back what he said, So we appreciate you. We're gonna do some trivia. So we're gonna test your poetry trivia. And if you could just put the answer in the chat, I'm gonna go with the first question. Her poem, Phenomenal Woman, was featured in what movie starring Janet Jackson and Tupac? A, Higher Learning, B, Poetic Justice, C, Love Jones, D, Shaft. Let's see what we get. Okay, that was easy. Okay, bonus question. Who was the poet? Okay, I see y'all got it right. So the answer is Poetic Justice, and the amazing poet is Maya Angelou. Alrighty, so our next poet up, Miss Asia Bryant Wilkerson. Asia is a poet and installation artist from Los Angeles, California. She recently finished an MFA in Performance Studies at Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, researching the performance and consumption of Black trauma in art spaces. Asia is also a Watering Hole Fellow. She has competed on numerous poetry slam teams and coached the Penn State Poetry Slam team, the 2019 CUPSI or CUPSI champions. Asia is currently organizing a free online monthly writing workshop series titled Till We Meet Again. Her work can be found on afropunk.com, Blavity, and Right About Now. Asia has been a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated since spring 2014. Let's put some claps in the chat for Miss Asia Bryant Wilkerson.
Hi, y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me. I'm really excited. It's also really hot here in LA. It's like 88 degrees right now. So I'll be hydrating while I read y'all these poems. This first poem is titled, "The Pot Calls the Kettle Black." And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we've both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical, she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black, she is everything. So black, she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says, ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone. Saving men who lost themselves the night before. Saving men who curse our names, forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words, calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic things white men put behind glass cases, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us. They say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this man, this pot for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over. Because we know this heat, this white flame hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise and the world goes up in flames. But they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black and kettle says yes, says you best remember you black too the next time they bring a fire to your neck. They burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black and kettle says, bitch, I might be. Says, nuck if you buck, then says, wipe me down. Kettle says, yes, my nigga. I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says, hell yes. But don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too. Ooh, okay, that's poem number one.
Okay. Let's get some claps in the chat for Asia. I wish we had like a snap symbol we could put in there.
Oh, y'all are all good. I appreciate it. I feel the love.
Yes.
All right. This second poem is titled "The Art of Leaving." It's about family and generational trauma. So here we go. The Art of Leaving. I heard once that parents should never have to bury their child. My mother birthed me in a body bag. Maybe this is why she left. One of the few things I know of her is the leaving. Like everything else, this information is secondhand. I spent years trying to little orphan Annie my way out of hand-me-down memories of her. Never did I imagine she reads or sews. It was always enough to imagine her alive. I dreamt about eulogies and couldn't tell if it was mine or hers. It would read, here lies a living dead thing. A mother who died an addict, a father who died a convict, a girl born broken, a crack baby born on borrowed time her mother stole before leaving her at the hospital. Here lies all the lies I tell myself. When the kids at school would ask about her, I would say holy and mean missing, said godly and meant mystery, said miracle and meant dead. God resurrected his son. Why couldn't he do the same for my mother? I said miracle and meant I spent a lifetime burying a dead woman. Before my father died, I buried a living man. So I say miracle and mean I am death. My parents die when I tell them to. I dream about my parents, and all I dream of is time. The time I scared my 3rd grade class with my family tree. There were no leaves, just jagged roots growing out from under my granny's headstone. I come from a graveyard. My family has always been good at haunting. By haunting, I mean dying. My mother haunts my dreams. By time, I mean endless. I mean, no one is telling me it was her time to go. I come from a long line of ghosts. All I've ever known is the afterlife. I say ghost and mean infinite. My mother is whomever I dream her to be. I say time and mean myself. Maybe my mother birthed me in a body bag because she wanted me to have a home to go back to. I was born with a headstone. It reads, "Here lies a miracle, the child of a Holy Ghost." So I say death and mean myself. I never have to write my own eulogy. I say time and mean endless. I was born dead. There is no coming back to life. I mean, I come from the holiest of ghosts. Ooh, okay. Poem number 2. Yeah, that was
Okay.
very
That was
personal.
deep. Okay.
Thank y'all. This last one, yeah. I write for Black people all the time. All of my work is for and about Black people and Blackness. And I felt like this poem would be a good one to end on. It's called Niggas Can't Drown. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get some claps in the
Sometimes,
chat.
oh, I appreciate y'all so much. Here we go. Sometimes I think the earth shakes when the ocean swallows another body. It's Mother Earth's way of saying someone else has gone the way of the sea. Most days, this little Black girl finds herself on the shore, sure that one day the earth will shake for her too. Knows that the ocean has swallowed more Black bodies than this girl can count. Knows that the ocean taking a Black child is the kindest ending one can find. We become the sea when our bodies are swallowed by the water. I think it's why white men like to kill us. They get to watch the rivers flow from our bodies. If you ask George Bush, a hurricane is Black on Black crime. That's why he sent no aid for Katrina. He said we did it to ourselves. To drown is to die through or submersion in water. But I think drowning is reserved for those who can swim, those whose lungs were cleared before they were pushed in the pool, those whose arms were never tied down. Black people cannot drown because we are never allowed to swim. Like when a white hotel manager pours acid in a pool, we made a protest. Or a white cop pins the Black girl to the ground for not leaving the pool party fast enough, holds her until it is too hard to breathe. The first time I was pushed in a pool, a man said, "Baby girl, it's time to sink or swim," but my body does not become a buoy. My mother watches as I fight my way to the surface. If all of us are thrown in like this, it's no wonder we never really learn to swim. White children are born with a life raft, while we are lucky if we learn to keep our heads above the water. When the sea swallows a Black girl, there is no sound or no thunder. But when a white girl falls off the boat, there is always a storm, and lightning strikes every hour until she is found. I like to think the Black girls who go missing have found Atlantis, but I know there is no safety at the bottom of the sea. Hell, there is no safety here on the shore. There's only waiting, watching the waves crash upon the shore and swallow all of us whose dark skin the world mistakes for an anchor. I wonder, will there ever be an ark for us again? All the niggas I know wouldn't even get on the ship. The last time we got put on a boat, the Atlantic put a rope around our neck. Those that jumped ship did not drown. They just became the sea, became a grave for freedom, became a burial ground for all the niggas swallowed by the flood, all the niggas baptized from water hoses. God helped Moses split the sea for his people. But when will the water part for us again? White men colonize bodies of water and say they are God. They call themselves the moon, so they claim they control the current. And we get swallowed by the tsunami of a white world, and we just become still, and we just become the sea. Thank you. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm so
Woo,
happy.
Miss Asia, that was deep. That was deep. I like that. I like that. Let's get some claps in the chat. Snaps, snaps. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna do another trivia for you guys. Okay, so this artistic explosion that took place in the early 1900s originated in Harlem was called A, the Revolutionary Renaissance, B, the Harlem Renaissance, or C, the Colored Renaissance. What you got, what you guys got, what you guys got? Okay, I see B. Okay, so y'all know y'all history, okay. Yeah, so the answer is B, the Harlem Renaissance. Yes, I see, thank you, Asia. Again, powerful, powerful. So we're gonna move to our last poet, Miss K. Love. K. Love, the poet, is an international renowned spoken word artist and motivational speaker. She has titles to her credit of actress, author, and mentor. Since 2015, more than 3 videos of her work have gone viral. Her signature poem entitled $1 Million Melanin has over 900,000 views. Other accounts of her work have been featured in a variety of publications, including Ebony and Jet and the Chicago Sun-Times. As a performer, she has shared the stage with such legends as Angela Davis, Amina Matthews, Ava Muhammad, Jesse Jackson, Common, Shaka Khan, Kelly Price, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, just to name a few. She has been a feature artist on several albums, including Kanye West's recording label, Good Music. She has been featured at the African Festival of Art, Caribbean Festival of Life, the West Side Music Festival, and the Black Women's Expo. K. Love is also the recipient of several awards for her community work and humanitarianism. She co-founded Lyric Mentoring, which is Let Your Rhymes Inspire Creativity, a grassroots endeavor that has become one of the most impactful youth movements in Chicago. In 2015, she focused her attention to mentoring young girls through her Princess program in videos featuring their lessons in self-esteem and cultural pride. In recent years, K. Love's poetry has also been a valuable tool in efforts of social change, and she has lent her talents in solidarity with groups like Black Lives Matter Chicago and Inner City Muslims Action Network. Highly sought after, K. Love speaks to the hearts and minds of all souls and who desire empowerment. Let's get some claps in the chat for Miss K. Love.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Much respect due to the poets that went before me. Round of applause for them. Thank you guys for having me. I'm just gonna do a couple poems for y'all and I'm gonna get out of y'all way if that's okay. Feel free to comment in the chat, because like what Harold said, basically. This one is for my sisters, celebrating sisters. Sisterhood has saved my life on so many occasions that I would be remiss if I did not talk about our sisters. The definition of what a true sis is. She don't just come for your tea. No, she stick around to help you with them dishes. And I'm not talking gossip and shit. I'm talking about the type of women stick around to help you process your shit. See, I be hanging out with cosmic chicks. Some got degrees, some spit, some of them shape shift, some of them make shit, every one of them sacred, none of them make shift. I got one that I pray with. And I got one that you probably shouldn't play with because she stay with the shits. And I got one that I slay with. If we talking glamour and glitz, me and my girls be on goals. We go out and get it together. And when I'm not on my toes, she tell me get it together. She be peeping them snakes. Never bring me no beef or no hate. And when I'm lost in my fear, my sister get me back deep in my faith. I look up and here come my rock with a rock to remind me of the beast I've enslaved. We never let time get in the way. We know we both got lives, but we both a hop a boat for our ship. When it comes down to the wire, fight fire and hell, highlight the higher in self. And I never go thirsty because my sisters got wells and we water each other. Sometimes we're daughter and mother when that nurture is needed. Sometimes we're windows and mirrors for reflection and reason, regal and reaching our dreams. We'll take one for the team when the going gets tough and you'll get your ass checked on your mess, but it's all wrapped up in love. No bites on backs, only the pats from the hugs. Sisterhood sold up, then showed up so many times it's insurmountable, holding me down and accountable. That's why even if I disagree with her, you never catch it on social media. Face to face, I'ma go and meet with her. We don't do messy, we grown. We don't send no text when we vex. We know it's easy to get the tone wrong. And we've been doing this for far too long. Some things are just amateur, on or off camera. That's why even when I'm mad at her, I never hit below the belt or say words to damage her. On or off camera, we be a classic picture, righteous and ratchet, a well-rounded mixture. My friends be fixtures in my life, lifting me towards the light on my darkest of days. At our age, we're clear on what the value be. That's why even when sisters tripping, I forgive her just as many times as I forgave dudes who didn't value me. She deserves my mercy too. So I give it freely. We be out here on our Nettie and Sealy. Nothing but death will keep us from it. I thank God for the squad I can summon. If I'm calling, they coming. That's why when I'm balling, it's nothing. Because when I'm falling, they ground me. And if I don't say it enough today, I want to say it loudly. I'm grateful for each of you. Even though you're all proud of me, know that I'm nothing more than a reflection of the women I keep around me. Thank you.
Come on now, let's get some snaps. Come on, sisterhood. Yes.
You got the love, man. I don't know about y'all, man.
Come on,
Sisterhood.
I felt that. I needed that. Put some
Sisterhood has
claps in the
saved my
chat.
life. Saved my
Yes.
life, man. And we are here to save each other.
Absolutely.
I am a lover of humans just in general. Priority wise, my people. And I love them in all of the phases that they are in. And yeah, I wrote a poem about just loving them in all of the phases that we're in. The name of this piece is called Stars, because we all got scars. But even despite our scars, we are all so worthy to be loved. I'll take a bruised and battered brother. I said, I'll take a bruised and battered brother. In fact, I love a lacerated lover, branded, but candid, about how he handled the hand he was handed. I'm talking about the type that had dealt with some hard issues, type of brother fall down, get up, wipe his tears with scar tissue. I need a brother that survived some shit. One that's lasted through whips, more lashes than chicks. I need a God equipped with gashes, scratches, and nicks, still mixed with magic and gifts. A king that can cope with the contusions from his confusion. A brother that knows how to lose and not lose him in the process. One that knows how to fail. One that's taken L's and probably smoked some too. The type that's made well. A dude that's made do through the furnace, got legions from learning that earned him some wisdom. Yeah, I'll take the tattered type. That's battled life and death within himself. His wealth be wealth of knowledge. You can call his cuts college. Stay taught within textbooks don't teach. I love a brother not so far removed from the streets. One that's danced with defeat and his footwork is still imprinted in the pavement. One who ain't afraid to tell me where the pain went. One that survived his enslavement. I'll be like, give me the one who made it. I love a reformed thug with warm hugs and pierced skin. Fierce men who made it through. Baby, I love your freckles and faded tattoos. I keep a jar of shea butter just for you because I believe in building with brothers with blisters. And as a woman, check my circle. I only surround myself with sisters that have seen life from all angles. I'm talking bruises and bangles, draped in scrapes, but still cloaked in capes, whose hurts don't hurt no more because they've healed and been healed before, been through the ringer and zinger, warrior women who got stories on living from dust to dope, hustle to hope, goddesses, often on some human shit, in tune with grit and grind, groomed through wit and time, corns on their feet, just like mine, like mine's, the keepers of cocoa butter, for cuts to come. I hang around the type of women that'll tell you straight up that they've looked dumb for love, a time, or two. I hang around the type of women that'll tell you straight up what they've been through and seem to revisit sometimes. I'm talking about the type of women with stretch marks on their bellies and thighs, from either giving life or shit, just living life. Baby, these are the signs I hang around. I hang around moon mamas who suffer through womb traumas, mastectomies, and more. Still out here soaring with their swords. See me? I need friends with flaws. I'll take my mentors marred in mistakes, laced with lessons, still questioning life, because ain't nobody always been right. So you can save your persona of perfection for playtime with tops. I'm a grown-ass woman. I know life done thrown some rocks, so please, tell me about that time your throne was rocked and your crown almost fell off. Tell me about that time you were lost, how you survived your hell. Tell me about that light that lit your path so well. Do tell about those relationships that set sail and failed. See me? I hang around humans, people with pimples and problems, who ain't afraid to rock them. You can catch them on any given day, out here walking through Gotham like, you want to know how I got these scars? Villains turn victors, because they're still standing. Works of art, unapologetic about their aesthetics, because we done been through it all, and we be each other's band-aids till we get better. See, beneath the pus, we can laugh and pick our scabs together. You can call me when your stitches itch. I'm unbothered by your blemishes. They can never diminish your dope, because every time you get the courage to show the world your gory glory, you administer hope. And what if stars are really just scars on the body of a melanated sky, placed there by God by design to remind you of that time you survived when you thought you would die? Never be ashamed of your scars. They made you exactly who you are. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Let's get some claps in the chat for Miss K Love.
Thank you.
Thing, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I want to thank all the poets who came and gave themselves wholeheartedly. We really, really appreciate it. I mean, there's so much creativity and powerfulness out there, and it just feels so good. You could feel that love coming back, that love and light. So we really, really appreciate all of you for coming. I want to do one more trivia question, and then I'm going to pass it to Shirese. We're going to do a raffle for the students. So last question. This poet wrote what is considered the African-American national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Is it A, James Weldon Johnson, B, W.E.B. Du Bois, C, Paul Laurence Dunbar, or D, Langston Hughes? What you guys got? Okay, I see y'all. All righty, yes. A, James Weldon Johnson. Yes. I want to thank you guys for participating. I'm going to pass it back to Ms. Shirese, and she's going to go ahead and do the raffle for the students.
Thank you, Sade. Hello again, everyone. Those poetry pieces were absolutely amazing. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves. We will now be doing the raffle where the 4 NEIU students will receive a $15 gift card during this raffle. And so every NEIU student, please type your name in the chat to be entered into the raffle. Just give me a second.
While she's collecting that, let me see in the chat, what was your most memorable poem of tonight and why? for me, it was the sisterhood piece, because I just feel like, I need my sisters. I need y'all. Yes, Brenda says sisterhood. Who else? What we got? Scars, because it explains the last 5 years of my life. Yeah, that's real. A lot of people, you just never know what people have gone through or dealt with just based on their, looking at them. Everybody got a story. Asia's piece about the kettle, that was deep. All her pieces are deep. What else you guys got? Somebody said they do exactly what she said. Anybody else? The water reminded me it was landing. Yeah, that was good. Okay, Ms. Shirisi.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Sade. Dr. Tamika Larry Jones, can you make me the host, please?
I sure. Tim, can you make her host? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, are you all able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the 5 NIU students, and I will begin to spin the wheel. Okay, the first student is Brenda Coleman. Congratulations, Brenda. Okay, we're gonna spin it 3 more times. Okay, Cameron Sassoon, is that how you say it? Okay, congratulations. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Okay, Zakita Mason. And now it's between Alex and Rebecca. Let's see. Okay, Miss Rebecca Henry. All right. Congratulations to all the 4 winners of the raffles. I'm gonna ask you all to please type your name and your email in the chat so that we can send you your gift card. So if you could please do it now, we really appreciate it. And Sade, can you take those names down and email so that we can have those?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Congratulations again. So I want to thank you all for participating in the raffle. So we're going to move down to closing remarks. And to conclude this event, I want to express my gratitude for everyone's attendance and the people who have helped make this event a success. Thank you, Black Caucus Club, for sponsoring this event. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you to Pioneer Chapter President, Ms. Gia Price, our graduate advisor, Dr. Tamika Larry Jones, our assistant graduate advisor, Ms. Adrienne Upchurch, for assisting with the implementation of this event. Thank you, Mr. Tim Mays, for your willingness to assist with the technology and production of this event. And thank you to the poets who performed, Harold Green, Kay Love, and Asia Bryant. All of you did an outstanding job. And last but not least, Pioneer Chapter would like to thank the Black Caucus Club committee members of this Poetry Slam, Ms. Sade Arnold, which was our MC host, Ms. Ariel Tidwell, and Mr. Alex Brown for your cooperation and ideas to bring this event to life. I hope everyone enjoys their night and stay safe. I'm going to pass it now to Ms. Gia.
Thank you, Shirese. Again, I just want to say that I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's event as much as I did. The poets were amazing and truly inspiring. I think that everyone could take something from each of the pieces tonight. You all are greatly appreciated, everyone who attended. Thank you again to Black Caucus, the committee, our graduate advisor, assistant graduate advisor, Timothy Mays, for helping us with this event. You all have been great. We appreciate you. At this time, if everyone could please, if you don't want to show your face on camera, that's okay, but I'd like to take a picture of everyone really quick. So give everybody a second if you want to be in the picture. Okay. I'll do a countdown. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I gotta do the second page. There's 2 pages. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. And lastly, I just want to say, please be on the lookout for both of our organizations' events in the future. We still have Skeeweek going on, so there's still some stuff that we have this week. And also, if you all could please fill out this survey, I'm putting it in the chat along with our social media. It would be greatly appreciated just to give us some feedback on, how we can do better with our events in the future. So again, I'm putting both of our social medias as well as the survey link in the chat. And yeah, at this time, would anyone from Black Caucus like to say anything for the final closing?
I just want to thank everybody for coming. And thank you to Shirese and Gia for allowing us to sponsor this event with you guys. All the poets were just amazing. And so it makes me excited for when outside opens up for real, go to a nice little poetry jam. So Alex, did you want to say anything? And I'll put you on the spot.
I like to be on the spot. That's cool. No, no. Just thank you to everyone for putting it together. Thank you for the ladies of the Pioneer Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Thank you for our amazing host, MC, Miss Sade Arnold. And thank you for all the poets for coming and sticking around and for your comments and engagement and everything. Thank you.
One last thing. So we will be donating a card to Alex for being the last student during the raffle. We saw that you didn't get the raffle, so we will be donating you a card as well.
Girl.
Look at you, Alex. Okay.
We appreciate you, Alex. So
yes, we do.
All right. Well, again, thank you everyone for showing up to this event. We all appreciate you and we hope that you have a great night.
Thank you all.